The news is brought to you by the National Bank of the Virgin Islands, Cyril B. Ramney Tertola Pier Park, NV Salon Spa Nail and Barbershop, the Wellness Center, Medical and Behavioral Health Clinics, Ticely Cross Deliciously Smooth Cider, HOV Medical and Digicel, simply more speed, reliability and entertainment. The realities of mental illnesses.
I too have challenges with mental wellness. And we're silent. You see, each one of us, we're only one experience away from being challenged. One situation, one bill away, one complex subject away from needing help. So the more we can talk about it, the more we can smile about it, the more we can recognize persons who have challenges with it, the more I'm able to say, and you're able to say, I and you and we also need to have conversations about mental wellness.
Persons who feel the spang of mental illnesses share their stories.
I can recall my first attempt at starting the conversation on mental illness. Although I did not have the name for what I was experiencing, I still sought an outlet to understand what was happening. But what I was met with was shame and accusations of being ungrateful. Sad? What do you have to be sad about? There are people in worse situations than you, and you complain? Girl, pick up a book or say your prayers. Does that sound familiar?
Mental illness is real, and conversations must continue.
I went through a divorce, and trust me, when I was younger, I was a person saying, oh, what do you mean I'm going to commit suicide? Like, who thinks that way? Until you're in that position and you don't know the things that will trigger you. And at one point, I thought about jumping off my mom's roof after Irma when I thought I was going to lose my kids.
Mental illness should be everyone's business. And I myself went through a little bit of that in summer of 2022. And I had to catch myself and leave the BVI and go somewhere else and just scream for a bit.
This is not a choice. This is not how I would choose to feel. However, it is what it is, and this is me. I acknowledge it, I embrace it, I accept it, and I choose to get up every day and battle it. So far, I have been winning, but many have lost their battle. Partly because they felt they had nowhere to turn and get help without being ridiculed. Again, my name is Kishma Robinson. I live with depression. I live with depression and anxiety. Let's have a conversation.
Dr. Virginia Rulbane continues efforts to ensure that persons access scholarship to study in this field.
This journey began officially in 2017 when Peter contacted me about a campaign in the UK that we were not aware of, the Mind UK campaign to end stigma and discrimination against persons with mental illness. And we would fast forward about 4 years and we would be contacted by Public Health England, who said, hey, here's an opportunity for the BVI to learn how to combat stigma and discrimination. And so BVI was chosen along with Bermuda, and we were trained in the same program that Mind UK ran for 5 years very successfully. And we had to find funding. And so I spoke to the executive director, Dr. Sauda Smith. How am I going to fund this campaign? And she says, why don't you apply with Unite BVI? And we did. And it was unanimous that this was something that was important to the BVI. And so we received 100% funding. So thank you to Unite BVI. And so Kim, vivacious, vibrant Kim, contacted Peter, and Harneys provided the seed money for our scholarship program.
Minister for Health and Social Development, Honorable Marlon A. Penn, a strong advocate.
We grew up in a society where mental health is taboo, and persons grew up where you heard the stories that it's crazy. We are very insensitive when it comes to issues surrounding mental health. The way that we treat persons, and the conversations this week have made me reevaluate my approach, particularly with my young 16-year-old son. And I think we all have to reevaluate our approach in how we deal with persons who suffer in silence for mental health.
This was a gala event of February 25, 2023, held at the Government House. Dr. Rubin and her team were out to raise some $15,000 for this scholarship program, and this was surpassed with on-the-spot donations and silent auctions.
We know that where you choose to bank matters, and it is your vote on what your funds do in strengthening our community. As your official Bank of Paradise, we invest and support the lifeblood of our economy by helping in the realization of personal goals for homeownership, education, and entrepreneurial visions, which support small businesses. We make it our place to connect with persons and worthy causes, and we have been doing so for more than 30 years. Where your money goes and what your dollars empower are your choice. And we thank you for choosing us, a bank that gives where it matters the most, for you, for our community, and a happier tomorrow. The National Bank of the Virgin Islands.
Everyone looks to the future, but no one truly knows what the future holds.
The number of people under the age of 20 with type 2 diabetes could increase by 49% by 2050. Let it be known that we all have a 30% chance of developing hypertension.
Globally, more than 300 million people of all ages suffer from depression.
More than 60,000 young adults aged 20 to 39 are diagnosed with cancer each year. Obesity leads to problems such as stroke, heart disease, and kidney failure.
No matter your race, age, or color, we are all at risk.
These diseases can be managed or prevented if caught early.
But with the right medicine and the right doctors to keep us on a path to live a robust and healthy life,
we will live well.
There are many ways to enjoy life, like so many ways to count on Popular.
Plug into Digicel Plus and get even more entertainment with Disney Plus included. The best of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic all in one place. Whenever you want, plug into Plus to enjoy Disney Plus and much more with a home fiber bundle. Sign up today. Digicel Plus.